Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Callanan, and I'm the founder and executive director of the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation, also known as CFLF. I'm also an adult living with cystic fibrosis. I want to give a big thank you to the Champ Lake Monster. You're amazing. It really is very special to have you help us get warmed up and ready for the 2020 Virtual Champs Challenge. Whew, I am warmed up and I am ready. Also a thank you to our sponsors who have been able to stick with us during these changes, including our presenting sponsor, Vertex, Chiesi, UVM Medical Center, Mylan, Alliance RX Walgreens Prime, Gilead, Key Medical Products, and Sun Common. And a very important and special thank you to you, whether it's your first year or 13th year in being a part of Champs Challenge for Cystic Fibrosis. We asked you to use the chat box during these next few minutes to share your excitement or to post any questions about the event that you might have, and I'll be sure to answer them in the 10 minutes following this kickoff celebration. I also want to give a big recognition to our committee members in figuring this whole virtual thing out. Erin Evans, Julie Wynn, Lara Gavendo, Deborah Maloney Evans, Peter Evans, Michael Callanan, and Tiffany McDaniels. You guys are amazing. You've helped change and reshape this event in creating something completely new this year. There have been so many changes in our world, both positive and negative. New medications like Trikafta and other CFTR modulators have changed the face of life with CF as we know it. The COVID pandemic has also changed life as we all know it. Especially challenging for those with cystic fibrosis, the risk of hospitalization in these past months has been largely alleviated with such new treatments coming only months before the virus. While the CF community was especially threatened, the world actually got to feel what life with CF is partially like. Fearing invisible bugs, wearing masks in public, and socially distancing, especially from others with CF, has been a part of our lives since we were born. However, the importance of exercise hit us all, not only for lungs, but also for the critical importance of mental health in combating the anxiety and stresses of these new threats and changes to all of our lives. With CF, it has also meant a prolonged quarantine. Staying in while others go out has been painful to many, but the importance of exercising has remained critical. The CFLF has been responding to the needs of the times with both fundraising and programming. Just as we are having Champs Challenge be virtual and available to everyone, everywhere, we have also been pivoting our programs. The Strollo University provided 9 weeks of free online daily classes of exercise, art, cooking, positivity, and self-awareness. Also, CF Recreation grants are now supporting access to in-home exercise equipment in addition to funding activities. Champs Challenge has always been about fun and achievement and competition with yourself. It has been about coming together in support of the lives of people with CF. And this year, it's about being together while being apart. Cystic fibrosis has not given up, and neither will we. Changes of adaptation and flexibility are always needed with every new challenge. So this year, what is your challenge going to be? Will you achieve it? While I will be riding stationary, which I consider to be somewhat torturous, many of you will be pushing your limits in your everyday life and exercise. For those of you successfully achieving the challenge you set out as your goal, we want to award you with a commemorative water bottle. So please, take screenshots of your distances, minutes logged, steps taken, or any other documentation of your reaching your goal to upload after the completion of Champs Challenge. The link will be available on champschallenge.org. Other opportunities for you to also support the Cystic Fibrosis Lifestyle Foundation in the next 10 days and beyond. Flat Champ. Whether it's the postcard that we mailed out or the downloadable PDF on our website, send us your picture while riding, running, walking, hiking, doing whatever your challenge may be. We want to see you out there and feature it on our award ceremony. Shop our online stores for apparel that will also benefit the CFLF, as well as shopping the specialty items like this super cool jersey, the Strollo team gear, or Champs Challenge polar water bottle. You can also visit our silent auction and 50/50 raffle to buy a ticket or place a bid on an amazing selection of packages and unique items. The link is also available on champschallenge.org. But most importantly, we invite you to come back online to join us for the completion award ceremony on August 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. Pacific time, also at champschallenge.org. Come 20 minutes early to virtually visit and support our sponsors, and you will earn a free 50/50 raffle entry by typing your name in the chat before 6:45 Eastern. And as another thank you to all of you participants, we will be emailing you a link to a virtual swag bag at the conclusion of tonight's event. There you will find special discount codes and information from our sponsors. So let's get out there and be safe while we push our limits and our lungs to help support people with CF who are striving to live a Strollo life and need the help of the CF Lifestyle Foundation to live stronger and live longer. And we look forward to seeing you on the 16th. Again, for any of those who still have any questions about the event and how it works, I'll be answering questions from the chat for the next 10 minutes after this special feature on our sponsors. Thank you so much again. Be strong, and we will see you on the 16th. Go get 'em. Be a champ.
All right. Well, thank you again to everyone for joining us tonight, to all of our sponsors that were just listed, to all of our participants who have registered already, to all of the donors who have supported those participants. We're almost at $16,000 just in funds raised through our participants doing their own fundraising. And we're closing in on our annual goal this year of $40,000, which we actually increased about a month ago from our original goal. So for being a first year virtual event, this is already a tremendous success. And we're really, really excited to bring this event on a national level for so many more of you to be involved from so many places. So we do have a few questions and comments that have been coming in that I do want to address to you. And so please continue to use the chat box in the YouTube link. If you're watching on the champschallenge.org website, there's a link directly below the window that will redirect you to the YouTube page where you can enter the chat room. But Amy from Nevada, I see that you asked, can you tell me more about the merchandise store? We do have 2 stores online that are also, the links to them are directly below the registration section on champschallenge.org. One, the first apparel store is for shirts and sweatshirts, hats, and face masks, and a water bottle, general Champs Challenge merchandise. The second store is what we're calling a specialty store. Again, that's where you can get this year's Champs Challenge jersey. We also have some of the other former Champs Challenge jerseys and the Team Strollo or Stronger, Longer jerseys and cycling shorts and bibs. And we also have a higher end commemorative polar water bottle for this year's Champs Challenge. So please check out both stores. The apparel store is also set up in a way that a portion of your proceeds or a portion of your purchase will support the CFLF. And also, for those who are registered to participate in Champs Challenge, following tonight's event, you will be emailed a link to the virtual swag bag, which will include a 10% discount code for you to use in the apparel store. Again, just a note, that's only valid in the apparel store, not in the specialty store. So great question, Amy. Thank you so much. Aaron, thank you so much. I'm glad you like the jerseys. They've come out really well. We've got the Team Strollo and the Champ on the back here. So we're pretty excited. And again, thank you to our jersey sponsor, Chiesi and Vertex. All of you guys, your corporate support has really been tremendous in us being successful as well this year. Tyler from Idaho, I see you want to know if you can run or ride from home on a stationary cycle or treadmill. Absolutely. That's what I'm going to be doing. Again, being here in Florida, the coronavirus numbers are still really high and too much of a risk for me with CF going outside. I will be bicycling on my stationary bike, and it's my bicycle on a trainer stand. So it's something that I can't really measure mileage. So my challenge that I set up was to cycle 500 minutes in the next 10 days. So that's about 50 minutes a day. Whereas my normal schedule has been about 30 minutes a day. So it's pushing me to challenge. But again, if you're on a treadmill, you can measure it in distance if your treadmill measures distance, or in steps if your phone or you wear a pedometer, or in minutes. However you want to measure your challenge, we have that option during registration. So that's a great question. I'm really glad you asked it, Tyler. Thank you so much. And I hope you're able to sign up to be able to participate safely from home. Shariah, how are you? Thanks for joining us. I see you want to know, how are you held accountable for your challenge? I use the app. Do we send it to someone? Yes, great question. So we have on the Champs Challenge website, currently you do have to scroll down a little bit further because it's still early in the challenge. Eventually we'll move it higher up on the page. But there is a section on the champschallenge.org where you can upload the screenshots that you take of whether you're using the Strava app or Map My Ride or Map My Fitness, or if you're just using the health section on your phone that measures your footsteps, or if there's some other way that you are going to track your own accountability. But we do ask you to upload those at the end of the challenge to demonstrate, yes, I indeed met my challenge. So we do have that up online right now. Obviously, it's a little bit too early to upload those pieces, but we do want you to provide that for us, and then we will send you a code to go into our apparel store, which currently it's not there until after the challenge, but we'll have the complimentary water bottle for you to use, a 100% discount code if you chose that you wanted to get that water bottle, and it'll be shipped right to you. So thanks so much, Shariah. Great question. Aaron, I see you wanted to know, how soon will items be shipped that you purchase in the apparel store? Another great question. So the apparel store will be remaining open until August 22nd. So that's the Saturday following the conclusion of the event. And when the store closes is when our production company that's managing the store will tally all the orders for all the different products that people purchase throughout these next, I guess, 10, 20 days or so. And when the store closes, they will then take those total numbers and put them into production. So from that point, from August 22nd, it'll be approximately 2 weeks that you will receive the items from the merchandise store. So anticipate about early September that you would be getting them. Deborah, I see you asked, do you have any clothing for children in this store? We do. We've got toddler sizes and youth sizes of shirts. We also have some beanies that might be a little bit big, but they might grow into. But we do have those shirts available for children's sizes as well. On the left-hand side of the apparel store, you'll see links or menu options to go to apparel or clothing, and the children's sizes will be its own little section. Great, Brad, I see you're asking, is Brian up for a virtual bike challenge? I am. Well, I don't know if I am, but I'll say that I am. Yeah, I absolutely will be. And it's been on my mind to also create an invite through Zoom to do stationary biking together. And this is something that we did during the Strollo University program. I was organizing some cycling classes. It was not classes that I was teaching, but I was able to link the group through Zoom into my Peloton subscription. And so we would just do a virtual class together. So if you are interested in joining me, not necessarily through fundraising, but just to ride together, email me at brian@cflf.org. The name of our team is Brian's Strollo in Place group. So if you want to join us on fundraising, you're welcome to, but also we will be, I'm going to provide that opportunity to ride together for these 10 days. So I will be setting those up. I don't know what time of day yet, probably in the evenings, but would love to know if you want to join me. So please send me an email if you do want to join. But thanks for asking, Brad. That's great. And if you have a challenge that you want to put up to me, I'd love to know, because I'm sure you'll whoop my butt. So Tiffany's asking, how does the raffle work? Great question. Wow, so many great questions tonight. The 50/50 raffle, again, there's a link just below where this event is streaming on champschallenge.org. If you scroll further down, there's also a big orange area with the 50/50 raffle tickets that will bring you to our raffle and silent auction page. You can text to purchase raffle tickets. So we have the text to give phone number. I don't know if that's up on our page yet. I know it was streamed during the broadcast, but we'll get that text to give number up on our page. So you can text that number, the letters RAF for raffle. If you text RAF, it'll text you back immediately a link to buy your tickets. You also can click on the link to go to the raffle webpage and purchase tickets on those pages. The raffle tickets are priced between $5 if you buy just one ticket, down to, if you buy in bigger bulk, it'll go all the way down to $2 per ticket if you buy 100. So the 50/50 raffle will be closing during our live award ceremony on August 16th. And at that time, we will have a live drawing, and there will be 3 winners for the raffle. The 50% of proceeds that the winners will win will be divided amongst 3 people. The first place will win 35%, the second place will win 15%, and the third place will win 5%. So those numbers add up to 50% of the total amount of tickets that are sold. I just have that the number to text to give, again, we'll put this on our website, but it is 701-599-4369. Again, that's 701-599-4369. We just put it in the chat of YouTube as well, if you'd like to copy it or if you'd like to shoot a text right now. You can also just text the word donate, and you will also get an immediate response link if you'd like to just make a donation. But that is an active text to give link right now. And all of our raffle and silent auction are both website based as well as mobile based. So you can also text to bid on silent auction items that are now listed on our page. We also have some additional great packages that we are still putting together and getting pricing on. But in the next couple of days, we'll be adding some more prizes or more items to the silent auction. So please keep your eyes peeled on that throughout the week. And that silent auction will be closing at 7:45 on the 16th during our award ceremony. 7:45 Eastern time will be the closing bid. So peruse, there's a lot of great stuff on there, from really cool everyday stuff to some pretty exotic travel packages and just stuff that I wish I could bid on, but probably won't be able to. But hopefully you can. So Brad wants to know if a raffle tickets count towards the fundraising goal. That's a great question. No, they do not. They're a separate purchase. So your registration fee for Champs Challenge, the $20 registration fee, does count towards your fundraising goal, but purchases in the stores or the raffle or the silent auction do not count towards fundraising. But great question, Brett. Thank you so much. And I see also that you clarified if you wanted it to count towards the team fundraising goal. Again, any purchases do not count towards fundraising, unfortunately. Let's see, these are some great questions. We've got 3 more minutes, so if you have any more questions, please keep them coming in. Really hope that we've got some nice weather throughout the country. That was one of our decisions to make this a 10-day challenge, is that by going virtual and now having a national audience, that we realized it's going to be pretty tough to find one day in the whole country that's nice everywhere. So by enabling it over 10 days, whether you choose to exercise all 10 days, or if you knock your goal out in one day, it gives you a fair enough window to be able to accomplish your exercise if it's outdoors. The other piece was that with our live event, with the cycling portion, we've been wanting to add on some longer route options in Vermont, where we do the event. This year, we had been working pretty early on, as early as January, looking at, or even December, looking at building a century route to our live event, which is a 100-mile bike ride, which is a big undertaking, a lot of logistics. So by doing it virtual this year, we were able to add the century option, because if you want to do a century ride, which is 100 miles, and do 10 miles for 10 days, and that add up to a century ride, it can. Or if you want to do 20 miles over 5 of the 10 days, that counts. Or if you want to do a full century ride all in one day, it's completely up to you to define your challenge and how you're going to accomplish it. One more question, Jennifer. You don't have a tracking app to track your movement. Does video count? It does. What we would suggest, though, is maybe on your phone using the timer and doing a screenshot of the timer of your workout. Or if you have a timer on your bike or a timer on a treadmill, just take a picture of that at the very end. But you don't need to video. If you're doing a 15-minute stationary bike, you don't need to video the full 15 minutes. So whatever's sufficient, but you know, we're gonna have to take people's word and trust what's submitted. So we will look forward to seeing you on the 16th. I really encourage everyone to get out there, to be safe, to be strong, and to be a champ. Because as I mentioned in my video, cystic fibrosis is not giving up. Coronavirus is only making it more of a challenge. This virtual is responding to that. Any challenge, we're going to meet face to face, and we're going to do it with your support and with your help and with your energy. So thank you all so much. I see one last question. Does rowing count? Yes, rowing counts, hiking counts, We want you to work your lungs out. We want you to set a challenge for yourself, and we want you to meet that challenge, because that's what life with cystic fibrosis is about. It's a lifelong challenge that you're meeting head on and dealing with that challenge and overcoming that challenge. So that's what you're doing in support of the CF community these next 10 days. So thank you again so much. You guys are wonderful. We look forward to these next 10 days. Please email us with any questions throughout the 10 days, info@cflf.org, and we will happily respond to them. Again, check out our online stores, and please, throughout the week, send us your Flat Champ pictures. We have the link on our website to download the Flat Champ PDF, and take your picture. We will incorporate you for the extended Champ flies all over the world. We have international pictures coming in now. So make sure during these next 10 days, take your picture next to your stationary bike or out on the trail or out running. Stop. It takes 30 seconds to do it. But we look forward to having you be a part of that on the 16th. And we've got really special stuff in store for you next Sunday at 7 p.m. So thanks again. Have a great night and get out there and be strong. Take care. Thank you all again. Bye-bye.